we're going to be extremely focused these days on what we have to do to take it.
Can we take one last question for Pau, and then we'll let him out of here, and we'll have Kobe take over.
You guys have spoken a lot about how much last year hurt. Were there times in this game, or even in the last couple of games, that memories from last season flooded in, and where you were starting to think about what that was like in the summer and after you lost?
I mean, you don't really think about, the loss of last year, but you think about how hard we've been working all year long to get this far and to have the opportunity to win the championship. And I think that's what I know it went through my mind a couple times when I thought I was a little too tired or a little fatigued here and there. I'm like, look, you gotta toughen up. You gotta dig deep and get whatever you have out there, because that's what my team needs and that's what our team needs. And I think we did a good job overall as a group, working hard and getting it done. So, we'll keep it that way.
Thanks, Bob.
All right.
Kobe, did the challenge Denver presented force this team to finally play up to its potential?
I think so. Denver is they're a great team. Very skilled at all positions. Strong inside, strong on the perimeter, and they're a huge problem for us. Huge problem. And because of that, we had to elevate our level as a unit. And if we didn't do that, we'd be going home early.
Kobe, the journey this year to get to the finals from last year, was this a tougher journey this year?
By far, much tougher, much more physical, mentally challenging for us. But we gained valuable experience. Kind of go through a roller coaster of emotions where you win one and lose one at home, then dealing with that day to travel and then to come up in a hostile environment and try to win a game 3. Those are things that make you tougher.
Kobe, can you elaborate on how big a game and how big a win this was for the Lakers, and with that momentum going into the finals?
Well, it's a huge win, obviously. Denver team, like I said, is a great team, and they play even better at home. And, for us to come in here and put on the performance that we put on, gives us a lot of confidence that we can sit, we can look at film, we can talk about it in practice, and then be able to carry it over into the game and execute. I think that shows a lot of maturity.
Kobe, you seemed really satisfied in the fourth quarter, especially just little things. You guys were executing the offense properly. Why do you think that all seemed to come together at this stage?
Well, we just got to read for what they were doing. I think that was the key. We just got to beat. And like I said, something that we talked about. Last game we talked about it. And, we have guys on the team that are very smart basketball players. So I can communicate something to them, and they can just, in turn, take it out on the floor and do it. And, we're able to kind of learn on the fly.
Kobe over here. Coach Carl said after the game that Jesus would have had trouble guarding you. What do you think of that comment? And is there anybody that would have not had trouble guarding you tonight?
Well, it's tough to say that's a compliment. You know what I mean? It's a tremendous honor, obviously, to be viewed that way in terms of being hard to defend offensively. And I don't know. I did a great job using my teammates, and they knocked shots down and kind of put the defense in a position where I could play one-on-one for a little bit and then take advantage of that.
Kobe, apologize if you already answered this, but can you compare the mood in the locker room this year compared to after the Spurs series last year, and was it a little more subdued?
Yeah, it's different. It's different. We're very thankful of being in this position, obviously, but we did it last year, so we're ready to move on to the NBA Finals and try to take care of business.
Kobe, can you talk about the team's performance? You had some outstanding performance from Lamar. He had 20 points, and Luke had 10 points. He was more aggressive on scoring. What brought that about? What was the execution factor that brought that about?
It was the defense. It was the defense. And, like I said, we did a great job of reading that and finding the open man. We knew where the open man was going to be. Luke knew where his shots were going to come from. Lamar knew where his spacing was going to be. And, once that happened, we made the passes, and then they made the plays.
Two last questions, Ramona.
Two quick things I got to clarify because we can't read lips. But were you actually upset that you missed the half-court shot at the end of the first half? And the second one is, what exactly did you say to Powell when he was on the ground after that flagrant? You grabbed him by the head and kind of shook him a little at the end of the game?
First half-court shot. I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember what I was upset about. And, Powell, I just told Powell just to, stay focused. It was a flagrant foul. He looked like he was pretty upset. And, just reminded him of what we're here for. Not to retaliate or anything like that, but just, just get up, knock down the 2 free throws and go from there.
I feel like you guys kind of had a moment is what I was getting at.
Yeah, no, Powell and I have been in constant communication. I mean, there's been times, where, I text him at 3 o'clock in the morning, like, be ready to play tomorrow, and then he'll send a text right back, so I know we're on the same wavelength.
What was the turning point of the whole series? Like, what play stands out the most in the series that you said that you knew that it was going to go the Lakers' way?
There wasn't one play at all. I mean, this Denver Nuggets team is a problem. They're a big problem. With Chauncey on the perimeter, Carmelo, Nene, Martin doing what he does, and then the bench. I mean, and JR. I mean, it was a problem. So it wasn't like there was one moment where we knew we had this series. We had to be on edge all the time. As soon as you relax, I mean, they'll bust you. So it wasn't that one moment. It was all the way to the finish.
Thanks, Coach.
When we come back here on ESPN News, more post-game news conference coverage as the Lakers go on to the NBA Finals for the record 30th time.